FM 107.5 and 1070 The Fan. It's the Fan Morning Show with Jeff and Big Joe.
Oh my goodness, the rain is coming down right now, but Joe, near as I can tell, I've been trying to look it up while you were talking about the stuff there. It should pass through in not too long, but again, we didn't see this one materializing earlier today, so it's Indiana. Things are going to change.
Absolutely.
Where we're at.
And it is, we are a speck on the map. And again, I don't know that it rained that hard in turn 2, but I think turn 4 got crushed. So that's just or turn 1 and turn 4 probably can do a little bit opposite there. But again, that's what happens. I'm looking at my radar now and everything looks pretty good. So it'll take some time to dry out here. And it won't take long to get that done. Again, the only 10 o'clock you got an autograph session with the Indy Lights guys. Practice for the big cars are at 11 o'clock. So there's still plenty of time to get everything cleaned up and ready to go and be on schedule. Think of it as just, it's a cool off. It's just a little cool off.
And that's my question for Tony. Tony, I know they've made advancements in how quickly they can dry the track with the new stuff that they have on there and also some of the equipment. So if this thing passes over the next 10, 15 minutes, what are the chances we get qualifying at 11 o'clock? Or not qualifying, but practice?
Yeah, it might get pushed back a little bit because they want to make sure everything is dry and taken care of. And sometimes in these practice sessions, maybe you can get away with the warm-up lane being a little wet and then just tell drivers to go on the track. But this is full race mode practice, so everything has to be dry. Everything has to be in place. So maybe a little bit of delay in that first practice, but you never know. It's still coming down a little bit now. If it frees up here in the next 20 minutes, it takes about 2 hours and 15 minutes to dry the track. I think we'll get an update here over the next couple of minutes with Doug Bowles. But yeah, I certainly think that there might be a little bit of delay to that practice session.
Well, the big thing everybody's worried about, they want to see the cars at some point, right? And they want to see the concerts. That's what Car Day is all about. So if it gets nice by around 11:30 noon, we've all got
down
good.
on it in the wet.
Everybody's good.
We will be fine today. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
I like it. And I'm looking one more time here at the radar. And Tony, you saw something just a moment ago. Yeah, Joe's got his up right there. So it's moving through right now.
It is funny.
Like
Once it
to the west.
And once it got here, it kind of broke apart a little bit. So it looked like now there was some lightning. Did hear some thunder. So people are, taking refuge underneath. It's pouring pretty hard right now. But again, it should be a short-lived little cell that gets through here, and then they'll get to the jet dryers and they'll get everything cleaned up and ready to go.
So how do they go about drying 2.5 miles of track? I know that obviously you want a little heat and some sunshine and all that good stuff, and the less humidity in the air, the better. But as far as what people can do, what they can do, how do they get this track drier a little bit quicker?
It's manpower. It's the trucks going around the track. It's the guys with even the brooms there in the pits to make sure that that's all dry. And like you said, those jet dryers are a jet engine strapped to the back of a truck, basically, that dries the track. So a lot of manpower and a lot of going out and just putting labs, putting heat into the track, and hopefully it dries up. And there shouldn't be any weepers anymore like we've seen in other tracks.
It's coming down right now.
Another lightning strike out east, and then pouring, absolutely pouring down at the track right now. So yeah, stay safe in your car, and this should pass through here within the next, I would say, 30 minutes or so. I thought everything was going to clear out by 9:30 for sure, but you should get the heaviest stuff out of the way here pretty quickly. The sun was actually starting to break up a little bit, but the entire track right now is covered with a downpour. So it may take a little bit longer, but again, it's just going to cool things off for you. It'll be a little bit better when you get to everything.
Hopefully everybody brought umbrellas, but if you happen to be in the infield, are there places you can get any cover at this point in time?
I tell you what, my biggest concern now is all of us leaving the media lot, which is grass and mud, and how brutal that can be. I already saw somebody get stuck in there walking in.
Oh boy.
But man, it's going to be a sloppy mess throughout the entire grounds of the Speedway. And we might have some problems leaving today. I hope that the back tires get going for me and I can get the hell out of there. Joe, you got the big truck number, right? You're good.
There's not a lot of people out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I got stuck in here 2 or 3 years ago in the mud. So just bring my karting out, just pave over all that grass out there, and we'll be fine.
All right, I like that. That's good stuff too. So we'll keep an eye on all the weather for you. We'll give you updates. And hey, Tony, there's your Borg Warner press conference right there. Is the trophy? Trophy looks like it's okay, right? Joe said it looks pretty good.
Joe, are you gonna stick around for this? Team Penske drivers, as well as Ed Carpenter, are gonna have an ice cream social coming up at 4 o'clock today.
I don't know by 4. That's a little
ice cream,
late
Joe.
Yeah, it's a little late for me.
Free ice cream.
I know. But here's the thing. Now, I was a tad late, and it kind of disappoints me a little bit because I wanted to hear what Rake had to say. But I had trouble getting an elevator to come up here. Now, there's only 4 floors in the media center. And you photographers who get off at the 2nd floor and you're like 25 years or younger, shame on you. But the other part of this is, I had no idea, but I got the elevator, and the other 25 people that were trying to get on at the same time had the elevator taken away from us because of the trophy. They said, is it okay if we go ahead, because they needed to get the trophy up here for this presentation on the 4th floor. Oh, well and good. I did not know that it's stipulated somewhere, somehow, with security, you cannot ride on the elevator with the trophy.
Well, it's already been broke once.
I look, so you may want to go up and snap a picture, see if you can actually see, where you that out. But, yeah, so it's somewhere in a flag and the guy that's standing on top of it. But I had no idea. I said, you're kidding me. I said, this is a piece of metal.
What if just any piece of metal, Joe?
No. It is a piece of metal. I understand. It's a piece of metal.
No, it's what it represents and signifies.
And so does the Stanley Cup, and they let that thing be filled with champagne. People do handstands on it and everything else. It is a piece of metal that can be fixed. Okay, I'm not asking you to bring it to my snake pit party. I am asking to get on the elevator so I can be back up here to work in a timely manner. And again, the elevator it's a 5 to 10 minute cycle for 4 floors because you got people that won't walk 1 floor. So Tony and I walked up. You all the way to the 4th?
All the way to the 4th.
You know I've been huffing and puffing to be able to do it that way. But no, so I got the elevator confiscated, but you cannot ride the elevator with the Borg Warner trophy?
Apparently not.
I can touch it from here.
You are a security risk.
I can touch it from here. I would be further away from it in the elevator.
Was it just you, or were there other people that were denied access
to the elevator?
Everybody. So it wasn't just a big
this isn't a personal thing.
You know how we solved it?
Believe me, I've had plenty of opportunity to...
Have you had to taken with it?
Many? No. Over the years, I've had a picture taken with it, yes.
You sound like you're bitter with the trophy.
No, I don't. This is nothing personal. I don't take it personally. I think it's just foolish that I can't ride an elevator with my rear end to it. I'm not even paying attention. I will look at